everyone, welcome to Tiana Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me on this video today. I hope you're excited because I'm excited. It is the end of the month reallocation video where we get to unstuff all the challenges that were completed for the month of October and reallocate those funds to the appropriate sinking funds and savings envelopes. I will also be removing cash from my savings binder that I will transfer to my high yield account so that that can gain some interest. And we got to do all the math and figure it all out, sort it out, keep it nice and fresh so that November rolls in and we are good to go. I do know we are already into November, but I haven't hit my first paycheck yet, so I have a little bit of time to sort my life out, right? So this is going to be a longer video. I suggest you get a nice cup of coffee, glass of wine, whatever you want, and join me for it. So let's get into the video, you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is start by unstuffing my sinking funds challenges. This is the binder I was using to save for my high priority sinking funds. And so in order to, I was using the challenge from Maria over at She's Got It, and I did complete all of these trackers, so I will be pulling them out. I took 2 months, both, which month? September and October, to do the trackers. So the amounts do not exactly match anymore. What I'm going to do also is kind of just, I want to keep track of what was saved in here. But I'm also going to be putting the money directly into the sinking fund. This is my sinking fund binder. I do have a list of how I like to keep them. If you guys are interested in a dashboard, you can go to my Ko-Fi. I made an editable PDF so you can actually fill in your fund and your goal, print it out, laminate it, and put it in your binder. Whatever you want to do with it. There's an A5 and an A6 version. So that should be nice. Okay, so here we go. We have our buffer, and let us count the cash, and I will make a note of it here so we can have a final tally. 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 90. Let's double check. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 90. So we have $90 going into our buffer, and we're going to add it in right away. So I'm going to put it as 1031, deposit of $90. And that should bring my buffer up to 265. So let us go ahead and double check that that is correct. Yes, you guys, this is always the best part, you know, completing things and being able to see the progress. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 210, 20, 35, 45, 55, 61, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm short by $1. For whatever reason, I must have stole $1 out of there. So I will just adjust that. And this is why we double check. Where is my white out? Here we go. I'll just adjust it to be 164 so that it is accurate. Okay, and the buffer is done. So this money will, you know, support me, float me for the month of November. So this goes to my daughter's savings, and in her account we had a total of, or saved for her, $45. So she gets a little boost, and let's log it in. So 1031, deposit of 45, and that brings us up to $86. So let's double check. And basically this is what I'm going to do for all the envelopes in this binder. There are 9 of them. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 86. Okay, so that is correct. And I think I really need to bump up her money because she's going to be ending up pulling from other envelopes if I don't. I mean, I guess that's also fine, but I have to buy so much stuff for her because she's growing so fast. Groceries is the next one. And in groceries, we have a total. Let me just sort this out. Okay. We have a total of 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 15, 20. $120. So let us log that in. Oh, my tracker's done. Let me grab a new one. Okay, I got a new tracker. So we are transferring the balance, which was $197. And we are adding, what did I say, guys? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 15, 20. $120. 1031. Which brings us to 317. Which is a great amount. It means I can go to Costco and not be stressed about it. So let's double check that that is correct. And here we go. 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that is balanced. Awesome. Now we move on to medical. Oh, medical. How you plague me. All right, so for the medical fund, it's so crazy. I need to have like $400 in here to pay a bill. If you watch my last cash stuffing, I discussed what happened with that. But I don't have $400. So let's see what happens. We are depositing today. Let's see. Here we go. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 205, 10, 15. $215 plus 195. Wow, you guys, 410. Hey, maybe it's not so bad. 215 is going in. So let's add it into this. 215, that's 315. 365, 75, 85, 95, 405, right? Yeah. 410. Perfect. Okay, that was some wonky counting, but it's accurate. So let's stick that back in here. And I'm happy that that's where it is because it's basically spent. Yes, it is. We are skipping car maintenance. And then we go to family fun. And into family fun, we were able to put 20, 40, 5, 55, 65, $70. That's a nice little boosty boost. 50, 60, 70, right? 70. Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong, you guys, because I have been known on occasion to not do the right thing when I'm filming. Okay, so this should be now $109 in this envelope. I would like to boost this up a bit as well for this month, if I can. 20, 40, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 109, so that is correct. All right. Now we go to the household fund. And for household, we are going to be adding, household got a lot of money this month too. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 25. 125. Okay, great. So let's log that in. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a good, okay week, you know, all things considered. Family's doing well. Just tired, you know. So 215 plus 125 equals $340. That's awesome. Black Friday is coming up, you guys, and I need we're possibly going to be buying a new dishwasher. So let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 310, 20, 35, 40. Perfect. Yeah, so with this fund, you know, typically it's to take care of like little things around the house that need to be repaired or maintained. So I do have a fund that is specifically for like new appliances. However, if there is extra in this fund, I might offset it if we do, you know, buy some little knickknacks around the house on Black Friday. So for gifts, let's see what we have. We have, okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 45, 145. Wow, that's awesome. Gifts was suffering, you guys. So I'm glad it got some money. There's 29 in there. We're gonna log, what did I say, 145. So that equals 174. Okay, let's go. So this was 145, 55, 65, 71, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that is correct. 174. And we are at clothing. Clothing needs money too, because with the change of season comes new outfits. New shoes. Okay. Here we go. So for clothing, we had 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, $90. Write that down. And let's log it in. Guys, we're almost done. We have one envelope left. So 1031, we are adding $90, which brings us up to 303. Wow, that's a great amount to have. So this method that I used to stuff my envelopes for the past 2 months, it was good in a way, you know, it created a buffer, which is what I wanted. But I do believe I'm going to go back to how I was doing it before. It gives me more control over how I distribute the funds. 120, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 90, 5, 300, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, awesome. That is really good. That makes me feel a lot better about all the clothes I have to buy. Okay, so that was $90, right? We put it down. Okay, and finally, self-care. So for self-care, we are adding, let's get this sorted out. Oh, this is nice. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. Yay. Okay, and it had, what was that, 94? Oh, wow, look at that. So I guess if I need a haircut, I can go and get one now. Because, you know, I have curly hair. And what am I writing? I have curly hair and I usually get a cut like every 8 months or so. Really, it's barely, you know, I barely go to the hairdresser. But I do need to go like at least once a year because I get a lot of split ends if I don't. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 2, 3, 4, 194. But I don't think I'm going to be going to the hairdresser anytime soon. So that money also gets used for my hair products that are like I buy maybe 3 times a year. And, you know, if we want to get a massage or something like that, it comes from there too. So this is done. Did I write that down? Yeah. So let's just add this up really quickly and see what was in this binder. 90, 45, 120, 215, 70, 125, 145, 90, 100. Oh my goodness, we had $1,000 in there. What? That's awesome. That is great. I mean, that's good because it means that we, you know, we had 5 pay weeks. So that is nice. So I'm going to make a note on my little tally sheet here that we had $1,000 just so we can see what was saved for the month. $1,000 into our sinking funds. And I will also be using this side of my budget sheet to record like what went into each fund to help me to balance back. So I'm just going to go back through my sinking funds binder and make a note of what was allocated thus far. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I did go back through and everything balanced out to the $1,000. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to thank Maria so much for these fun savings challenges. We are now complete with them. What we're going to do now is unstuff our savings challenges, you guys. So the first thing I want to unstuff so I don't forget is the emergency fund. So I was doing some savings challenges off camera for the month because I had a lot going on and I didn't want to fall behind. So I went ahead and did play my savings challenges. And if you remember, my goal was to kind of complete a lot of the open ones I had going. And that's what I did. So 1168 is what we were able to get to using this challenge, the wanted in pink. So let's see how much cash we can unstuff for the month. So we do have in prop 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, and I am going to condense this, you guys. I have $1,000 here. This placeholder is from Income Babes GB. So cute, so fun. And this is gonna go back on my cash tray here. All right. And so that's 1,050 in prop. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 118. So I'm going to take the $100, 20, 40, 60, 81, right? And I'm going to leave the 18. I like to take it out in increments of 100. So I'm going to put a prop 100 back in here for what I took out. So this should still be correct because this is 1150, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. So 1168 is correct. Yay! I feel like the light in my house just kind of dipped, and I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me or if like something is happening with the electricity. Okay, anyways, you guys, spaz moment for me. So for emergency fund, we are going to note that we did put 100 in. And we're going to also note it here, 100, okay? We got to do it very meticulously so that nothing gets lost in translation, right? Okay. The next thing I'm going to unstuff is my long-term savings. This is with the succulents box. As you can see, I still have not played with the challenge. All the prop cash is in here. But because it is a big challenge and I wanted to accumulate some interest, I have been putting the real cash in the back and using this tracker to see what's in the bank. So in the bank, we have $1,100 and we have all this cash. So let's see how much we have here. 1, 2, 50. 1, 2, 50, 320, 40, 60, 80, 410, 15, 20, 25. So we have 425. Let's just put it there for now. And I'm going to make a note right here under new car here, long-term savings, which should be for the car. So we're going to add 425. That's what I said, right, guys? Let me double check. Yes, that is correct. 425. So what I'm going to do is just update this tracker right away. So 1,100 plus 425 is 1,525. So let us just update this since we're here. This is my magic eraser. This is a laminated surface. So that is why I can erase it. So now we have 1,525 as of 10/31/25. So I don't put the prop cash in here. I just use this tracker, okay? So let us add this back here, and that is what the tracker says, 1,525. So that is all good, okay? So what I'm gonna do right now, before I forget, I gotta put under long term 425. That's one thing. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip out my savings binder. And because the money is going to be unstuffed, I'm just going to tuck. I need to update these trackers as I go. So we are, oops, this tracker is done. Okay, hold on, you guys. Okay, sorry about that. I think it is just me. Like, I have a ring light, and you know, for me, it's like 10:30 at night, and I have a light on in the hallway, and I think because of the brightness of the ring light, like my peripheral keeps like blocking out the light in the hallway, and it's like making me a bit crazy. Okay, anyways, I need another tracker. I'm running out of trackers left, right, and center. Okay, so let me update this one. So this is my emergency fund. And our starting balance of what we have in the account is $2,600. I want to get this to 5,000. So it is a far way away, but you know, we're working on it. So we are going to put for 1031 a deposit of $100, which will bring us to $2,700 in the account. So we're just going to take the 100, 20, 40, 60, 81. That's what we had. I'm going to tuck it in here. And when I go back through to unstuff this binder, I'll pull that out as well. Okay, you guys? Great. So let us move on. I also wanted to put the 425 because I don't want it to get confused with my savings challenge money. This 425 is going into the new car fund. So let us also log that in. 425 on 1031, and that brings us up to, we're getting close, you guys. Did we hit the 10K? Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. So this account now has $10,105. I am so excited. My goal for this account was 10,000. We had sold a vehicle, when was it? Probably at the end of last year. And so some of that money came from that sale, and we needed to, like, you know, add some more into it so that we could have that a deposit to put toward a new to us car. So that's what we've been working on, and my initial goal was 10K. So that makes me very excited. I'm gonna have to talk to hubby and see what he wants to do, if we want to keep going on this or if we just want to, like, you know, leave that as it is and see what we'll do. We'll see. But that is super exciting. I'm very happy about that. Okay, great. So now that we have taken care of that business, I am also going to, I'm gonna start now, I'm gonna unstuff the pouch. So let's move this out the way. And for the pouch is what we completed in savings challenges for the month of October. I don't think it was as much because most of the money was being put to my sinking funds. But as I said, I was on a mission to unstuff or to finish a lot of challenges that have been open for a while. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to pull out the completed cycle 5 and 6 of GB's 90-day locked-in challenge. We did complete that this month. And oh my goodness, you guys, it is raining outside. Okay, you guys, it is really gusting outside. I had to pause the video and like look up the weather to make sure there wasn't like a storm passing or something. It's really bizarre. It's actually making me a bit nervous. So if I abruptly end the video, it's because I'm running from the wind and hiding under my covers, okay? So let us move on. We were unstuffing GB's challenge. So for GB's challenge, I think I was off by $1 on one of these trackers, but we're gonna double check what we have in total here. It should be 104 plus 149 should be 253. So let us see if we have that, because that is going to a special envelope different from the rest. 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 210, 20, 35, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2, 3. 253. Oh, well, that's correct. Maybe my math was different elsewhere. So 253. Let us add it into the back here. I gotta keep everything separate, you guys. And I will note on here, build a bank 253. So what I decided to do with Build a Bank was actually to allocate it to my long-term savings, and that's why it's in this binder. So what it's gonna be, I'm still not sure. I think I might actually use it to complete some goals if I can't do it like I'll just look at it. I'll tell you what I'll do, because I want to hit some financial goals for the year, and I think with that money I can. So let's see what happens. Okay, so these are the completed challenges. I completed a lot of them from Andrea's Mind Your Business set. So that is that. So all of these are from her. I went through and kind of just, you know, did what I could, because I think I fall into the trap of wanting to do everything. And then I run out of, like, I have money in so many different places that it's ridiculous. So this one was from Tara. This was in my rollover binder that was completed. This was the Republic of Farmland. I only had $50 in there, and I pulled it because I'm like, why am I leaving that in there? But I still have this challenge that I will play at some point. And then this money was from my Build a Farm, which is linked to the Republic of Farmland. I did the same thing, pulled it out. More of Andrea's. And you guys, if you've been watching my savings challenge videos, you knew I was doing Life's a Beach, that savings challenge book that I started in March of last year. I finished it. So all this cash is from there. Lots of ones. But yeah, so these are the challenges I finished for the month of October. And now I'm going to sort the cash. Look at all this cash, you guys. Okay. A lot of it are ones though. So that's kind of not going to be fun to count. But look at that. Look at that stack. That looks good. I just fanned it out because I should get like a nice cute little thumbnail, my money fan. Anyways, let's count it up. We have 50. Get the calculator out. Guys, can you hear the wind? Oh my goodness. This is crazy. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 80. 180. Let's get the tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Okay. And the ones. Oh no. Let me count the ones, guys, and I'll tell you how much it was. Okay, you guys, I got 108 in ones. So that brings us up to $543. That's cool. Let me double check my ones just to make sure I did not mess up. Yes, it was 108. And so to make life better and easier for me and everybody else who's watching this video, I am going to condense this $100 of ones and take a one from my back to bank. So now I'll just give myself the added frustration of having to double check that fund, but for reallocation purposes, I will just use it there, okay? So this should be $543 saved in savings challenges, which is awesome. I'm very happy about that because, as I said, as we can see, we put 1,000 into the sinking fund. So obviously the majority of the money saved in the month went to sinking funds, but that was necessary. So, okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I believe I have, I'm ready to reallocate this now to the savings. So what I'm going to do is reallocate it. And then once we complete reallocation, then we can unstuff for going back to the bank. So do you see how many steps are involved? Yes, it's a lot. However, this is just the way I do it to keep myself organized and to be able to reconcile everything, okay? So we're not going to add anything into the savings like that. Emergency did receive its $100. Let me see what month ahead is at currently. Month ahead is at 48.47. Oh, but I'm not, okay, nope, hold on. Let's keep going. Because all of these are funded from the budget, those first ones. The ones behind are not. So let me see. Into my nephew, and now I need to get this paper back out. Guys, I hope you're bearing with me. I hope this is like educational this is a really like thorough on the process video, you know? So anyways, let me go. So I'm gonna put into my nephews. Let me just add it in here. I want to add, it's actually two. This is my sister's baby and this is my husband's nephews. So I'm gonna add 1031, we are going to add, let's just add $20 today. So that'll bring him up to 70, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Awesome. And I'm going to buy back some 10s. So let me take 2 20s. So that is still 70. And here we go. So we're adding $20 to baby A. And then for my nephews, we have 4 nephews in Jamaica. And I like to save up for them across the year so that when we go to visit, they have some money. I'm adding $50 into them today. So let's put that here. And here's a 50. So now they're up to 150. All right. So 50, 1, 20, 40. What am I saying? 20, 30, 40, 50. 150. Awesome. Now my mother-in-law. I believe, oh, she was at 450. So we need to complete that and bring her up to 500. I ended up putting in extra last month. That was my big faux pas. So we're going to add, let me just swap this 100 and take out a 50. So this should now be $500. 1, 2, 3, 50, 4, 50, 500. Awesome. So this is fully funded and ready to go. And that is going to be noted $50. And for our anniversary, I like to add $50 every month if I can. Where is anniversary on here? I have to write it in. I hope you guys are hanging in there. I know it's a long video. Yeah, I told you. But I needed to do it, you guys. This is a part of my process. So, okay, 1031 deposit of 50 brings us up to, ooh, 500. I am excited about that. Yes, indeed. So let me grab that 50. So we have 350. Oh, am I using this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. 450 in the bank and 50 in cash. Yeah. So I need to update that. I don't need both prop and a tracker, so I don't know why I have both, but you know, oh well. Okay, so anniversary got 50, and nothing is going into new phone because we don't need that right now. In fact, I should reallocate that money. I don't know why I have it sitting there, but it's getting interest, so whatever. All right, so the next, let me see what I have left. New car is already taken care of. There's a Jamaica fund and home improvements. Okay, so for home improvements, I am going to be adding, let's see what's in there. We have 1380 in there. Can we bring that up to 1500? Let me see. We need 120 to do that. So I think I can actually. So let's go ahead and log in 120. So 1031, a deposit of 120 should bring us up to 1500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Perfect. Okay. 1500 is in there. So we're going to put 120 under new appliances. Okay, so what do we have left? I did do a direct deposit into the Jamaica fund. So let's see if I can add more into it, because you know, it needs a lot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, I'm going to put another 100 in there. I feel good about that. Okay. 100 brings us up to 900. As soon as this, well, I'll see what I do with it, but I know who it's going to. I just don't know if I should wait till it's at 1,000 or not, because it will be after this month. So, okay, you guys. So with what is left, since I was able to put money into all the savings, what I want to do is I want to max out my month ahead. I really do. So, or should I put the rest to medical fund because it's needed? Decisions. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it into my sinking funds because, you know, it's needed, as I said. So let me see what's left. And we're going to decide. So into medical, I think I'm just going to drop most of this in here. So for 10, 31, deposit again. Let's add 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Let's put another 100 in here, which brings us up to 510. Yep, and I still need a little bit more because I told you guys that bill was like gonna be $650 or something like that. And I still need money in my medical fund for actual doctor's appointments and whatnot. So yeah, it needs more. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna add another 100 to medical. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2, 3, 53. So the other 53, I think I'm just gonna throw it into my buffer because the buffer is like my catch-all for any overages. So let's see, 264 plus 53 brings us up to 317. I would love for this fund, the buffer, to just have always $500 in there. I think that would make me happy. So we're working up toward it, but of course it gets used. So, but that's my goal. So we'll see. So 53 is going into the buffer, another 53. All right, you guys. So that's it for the reallocation part of the video. I am going to double check my numbers. The money that I just added should have been 543. So let me verify. Okay, yes, it's all correct. I forgot about the Jamaica fund, so I just included that, but it does come back up to 543. Awesome. So now there's only one part left to this, and it's finally the unstuffing, okay? So we are basically just going to unstuff all the savings for the month of October. So let's grab this out and get the real cash out. So we have $250 in my daughter's account. So I'll write that here, 250, and I'll also make a note of it here. Right? Okay. So I need to now replace that with prop cash. It should be a total of $35.50 in here. So 1, 2, 3. That's 3,500. And where's my 50s? I know I had some here. Sorry, you guys. I should have had them easier to access. I'll just pull it out of here. Okay, awesome. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, $3,550, right? And we are putting back 800. So 800 plus 250? Yes, so that would be correct. Okay, so let's throw that back in here. And let's not mix those up. Okay, 3,550. Awesome. Leaving that alone. Okay, so our savings should also, well, I think it might have a little bit more than our daughters did because we put a little bit more into it this month. Let's see, where's the cash? Here we go. 1, 2, 50, 320, 40, 50. So ours got 350 this month. So let's put that here. Okay. Which means I need, this should be 2450. So that's 1,000, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, $450. And I'll put these back. So I'm condensing as I go. That's what's happening right now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 450. Perfect. 2450. And this is what happens at the end of every month. There's only prop left in here unless it's a cash account. Emergency, we already recorded that it was 100. So it's already checked on both areas. So I don't need to write that down, but I do need to unstuff it. So we are pulling out that $100. All of this is prop. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. All right. So I have that here. I'll add it into the calculator because I'm keeping track of what's on the cash tray. So, and then let me put that prop bill in. It should be 2,700. So 1, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7. So that's 2,700. Perfect. Okay, thankfully the wind stopped, so I'm not freaked out anymore, but I was, guys. Okay, so for month ahead, I'm excited to find out what's in here because I'm not really sure. So let's pull this out. And all of this should be cash. Oh, except for this. Now this is prop bills, and these prop bills are going into my month ahead binder. So that's why the prop bills are in there. But in cash, we have 120, 40, 60, 80, 210, you guys. Wow. That is exciting. Okay. So month ahead is 210. I'm almost wondering how I got so much money in there, but you know, we did it. We did it. So 210. I do need to also grab that in prop bills because that's going into the month ahead binder. So 100, 200, and 10. So all of this is going to get logged in to that month ahead binder, right? And this obviously needs to be updated, and I will update it as long as I verify those numbers. So 210. This is my month ahead binder. I was doing a huge challenge with this, but because I'm so close now to funding it, I haven't really been stuffing stuff because like they're almost all stuffed. So I do have to log this in, and this is what I do. I just put the prop in here, then I'll come back later and log in my balances to see how far away I am, okay? Moving on, vacation has nothing in there because we had already transferred the cash that we did complete the challenge in October, but we had already reconciled that amount. And it was $13.36 that we had unstuffed from that savings challenge we did. So I actually should make a note of that just so I know that that was completed, you know, to add into my final total. Right, so I leave my baby A in here in cash. I leave the nephews in cash. My mother-in-law left in cash. Anniversary, I will unstuff because that is not until March for us. Yes, we got married in the winter, but we were in Jamaica. Our wedding was in Jamaica, so it was quite warm, and it was a very windy day. I do remember that because my hair did not want to stay down. My hairdresser is one of my friends. She was at my wedding. And I remember her just freaking out all day because she couldn't get my hair to stay down. Okay, so anniversary 50. And I need to write that here. And I did already. Okay, great. So I just needed to add a prop note in, and it should be 500. So I think what I'm going to do is remove the prop because I don't think I need the prop in here since I have this here. And I'll just update this to say 500. And I'll use a darker color so that we can all see what's happening. Where's my purple? I can't find it. Okay, so we are just gonna have to use the pink. 500, 10, 31, 25. Okay, it's all good. All right, moving on. Okay, so new phone has nothing in there. Home improvements, we did add the 120, so let's remove. Should be 1,500 in here now. So this is prop. Oh, lots of prop. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Okay. So let's write that here. Home improvement. 120. And I believe I already had it. Did I have it here? Hold on one second. Yes, I did. I was just checking. So this should be 1,500 now. So I'm just going to grab out a 500 prop note. Here we go. 1,500, right? These pretty ones are from Rock's Budgets. These I made myself. So obviously we can see the expert here, not me. Okay, so this is all prop, and I'm going to put it back into my prop section over there and move on. The new car we are unstuffing, clearly, and that was 425. So I'm just going to pull that out. We know that's what's in there, but I do need to condense my prop notes. So here we go. That's all prop. 1, 2, 300. We did count this. 400. 10, 15, 25. Perfect. Okay. I hate how close this is. Let me move it back farther. That way we don't confuse ourselves. Good. So there was a lot of cash in here, but we're just going to pick up. You got it. I don't have a 10K placeholder, but that is exciting now that I actually can think about making a 10K placeholder. I'm going to put a 5K in, and I'm putting all this back over here. So yay! We have 10,000. Okay. $105. Yay! So exciting. Okay. And we did already write that down. Yes, we did. Okay. And Jamaica Recovery, that's staying in cash. And then the Build a Bank, we did write down $253. I'll write it here. Build a Bank, $253. And this $253 is also going into long term. I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to reallocate the 700 because it should be a total of 700 and change. And I think I'm going to use it to complete my month ahead fund. I think that's what I want to do with it. But I can't do that on this video. I have to do it on, you know, I'll do it behind the scenes. I'll let you know what I did with it. Okay, so this is empty of what it, you know, needs to go to the bank. And let's just double check now to make sure we have the correct total. This should not be included in my total, but let's see what should be on the cash tray. Okay, I forgot to put 350 for us, right? Yeah, good thing I was writing it in two places. Oh, it's a good thing I wrote this one. I need to also pull out the car insurance savings. This comes out of my bill binder. It's the only bill that I put into my high yield account, and it's because this is not going to be due till like April. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 25, 26, 126. I think I'm going to reallocate this $1 because it's driving me nuts. But for now, I'm going to leave it in there. So we're going to put 120, right? $120. 125, I'm sorry. Oh my Lord, what did I have in there? Hold on. It's a good thing I have trackers everywhere. 125, yeah. So 125 is on the cash tray. And I'm putting the one back. So let me put that under here. 125. Car insurance. Okay. So 125 plus 150 is going to be now 275 in the bank. Right? Honestly, I don't know what I did with my purple Sharpie. 275 as of 10/31/25. Okay. Awesome. So that matches my tracker. Let me write that down on here. 125. Okay, now we can count it up. Okay. So let me add this up, you guys, and see. 350 plus 250, 100, 210, 425, 125, 50, 253, 120. So this should be $1,883. So let's see if that's what we have. And if it is, wonderful. We would have done it correctly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. 51, 52, 53, 50, 350, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 80. 680, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay, you guys! No mistakes were made. I'm so happy. Okay, so we have $1,883 going back to the bank. This is going into my high yield savings account. So once the money goes in there, I forget about it. It does not exist. It is being saved, right? I also can say that we also saved $1,000 in sinking funds. So that's not a part of this money. I won't include the 543 because that was allocated in different ways. And the 1336 that we already had saved for vacation. So that means for the month of October, we saved $42.19. Obviously, the 1336 was a couple months of savings, a few months of savings. But that's really the total that we're representing of what we are, distributing. So amazing things happen with cash budgeting, and I love it. I am going to go back through and add this because this total should be $28.83 right here. And I'm going to double check that. Okay, you guys, so I got a total of $32.56. And I figured the difference is because we did put some of the money from that 543 that we distributed into the long-term savings into accounts that were not unstuffed, right? Like my nephew's accounts, my mother-in-law's account, also the Jamaica fund, so wherever money did not get taken back out, obviously would not be a part of this 1883. So really and truly, it is $32.56. $32.56 is what was distributed into the funds, plus the $13.36 for the vacation. So it is $45.92, you guys. $45.92. That is what we can really say was done in October. So thank you so much for joining me. These trackers or these budget sheets are found on my Ko-Fi as well. I did make them, so if you guys want to download them, put your own funds in, do whatever. The other side has my monthly budget with all my numbers, so that's why I'm not flipping it over. But yeah, pretty much I can't say enough for the cash budgeting method. I am hybrid, so as you see, this is how I work myself out. But yeah, any questions you have, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. If I break it in two, it's because it was long. I feel like we are probably at an hour right now. I've never posted such a long video, so we'll see. I might brave it and just post it. I'm not sure. So anyways, you guys, thank you for following along. I enjoyed spending some time with you today, and I hope you all are well and keep well throughout the week. Okay, you guys? So take care. Bye.